I hope I named that right. I guess I'll have to check and make sure. Let's sit down right here. We'll talk to her while I go and set up my stream. Be right back, guys.
I hear the rebels want you dead, Outlander. But I know someone who might be willing to teach you some of their fighting techniques. His name's LaRocca. He trains the soldiers at Scalding Spear, just west of here. Don't think he'd mind seeing the champion in action.
Maybe I'll pay him a visit, if I'm out that way.
No nonsense, just trade.
Stay alert, soldier.
You can trust a Tanakh when it comes to commerce. Take a look or move on.
Keep your eyes open out there, soldier.
Are you looking to buy?
Safe travels, champion.
If you need a merchant, here I am. If you walk by, you'll miss out on a good trade.
Don't let the pretty landscapes fool you. It's deadly out here.
No nonsense, just trade.
You look geared up for battle. Always a smart choice.
Take a look or move on. Are you looking to buy?
Safe travels, champion.
You can trust a Tanakh when it comes to commerce.
Don't let the pretty landscapes fool you. It's deadly out here.
Are you looking to buy? No nonsense, just trade.
Keep your eyes open out there, soldier.
Alright, sorry guys, I'm back. 1 second. Alright, I'm back.
If you walk by, you'll miss out on a good trade.
I made some spicy food last night for myself, and this morning I ate a little bit of it, and what left of it that I had in my plate I gave to my 2 dogs, my Chihuahua and my Poodle, and they gobbled it up. The funny thing is, this spicy food had jalapenos in it, so homegrown jalapenos. Well, they eat, the Chihuahua easy eats spicy food anyway. She steals our food if we're not looking, so she's a Chihuahua, so she's used to spicy food. The Poodle, yes, the Poodle loves spicy food. She will also eat hot Cheetos. They like, I don't know what that is.
You look geared up for battle. Always a
What?
smart choice.
You know what it is, huh?
What is cappuccino? Oh, we don't have that, so I didn't even. Are you talking about the Mexican hot sauce? Oh, I thought that was called tilapia. Yeah, tilapia. You're right. That's what it's called. Yeah, or something like that. Yeah, it's a weird name here, but ours is different here. It's got a weird, different name. The name's different, but I know what you're talking about. Easy. Probably, she'd probably eat spicy sauce. Yeah, she probably would. She's a Chihuahua after all. You do know Chihuahuas were raised in Mexico, were designed in Mexico for the Mexican king, right? Okay, well, the Mexican emperor. But they like spicy food. Chihuahuas always have. I think it was part of their design because, you know, they eat a lot of spicy stuff up there. Or down there, wherever it's at. I think it's down there, but whatever. But they eat a lot of spicy food, so... Oh, I'm fine. I'm better than fine. I'm still very pissed off at my nephew, but other than that, I'm fine.
And dirt. Don't forget all that dirt we had to bring in.
Because...
What's this I hear about you going west?
Because he got the girl and he did it.
No, that's not why. Because
Come on, man.
because like all the other guys, he violated my requests, and that was one of my requests. He does not know her like I've known her. I've known her for over 6 years. He's only known her for a couple of weeks.
Well, I can hit
No,
machines
3
in their weak
months.
points.
And they hook
Still
up.
weeks.
That's something.
That's still
All
bullshit.
other data was as easy to deal with.
So,
To be honest,
no.
it's hard to
3
understand.
months and now they're getting married.
And
they can't get married, Lucky. You don't understand that. It takes between 2 to 3 years to finalize a divorce. He has to get divorced.
That just means I gotta study harder.
He is literally married. He has a marriage certificate and everything that proves it. He is legitimately, legally, by law married. He cannot marry her without getting a divorce. And it takes years to finalize the divorce unless he can prove to the judge his wife was beating on him. If he can prove to the judge his wife was beating on him, then he can get the divorce annulled immediately. But it's called an annulment, not a divorce. There's a difference. See, I researched this shit. It's one of the things about my IQ being so high. I literally check out this shit, where he doesn't. I know this shit.
Yeah, but Chuck, you said that he was brighter than us.
He's supposed to be brighter than most people. But no, Lucky, I never said he was brighter than you guys. I knew he was stupider than you guys. I'm brighter than you guys. He's not brighter than you guys. He's not brighter than anybody. He's not brighter than a fucking speck of dirt.
Yeah, but you're flexing. He's like, always smarter than you guys. Trust me. We're family.
He should be smarter than you guys because he's a tow truck driver. He fucking works on cars and trucks, so he should be smarter, but I guess he's not.
Yeah, but now I have to work his ass off for that.
Actually, I had to fill in, but I'm still...
Oh, he thinks she's going to get a job or something, but watch.
I need to get going.
I think I know the answer.
She's not going to get a job.
Yeah, but she mentioned that she doesn't want to work.
Exactly. She doesn't want to work. Her family and I have done everything we could to get her to get a job.
Aloy, you're here. Did you meet with the Quen already?
She doesn't want to work.
After all the trouble you went through getting those sub-functions, seems unfair you have to deal with these Quen on your own, too.
It's safer this way. They think I'm Sobek or something like that. They won't hurt me.
I think I left my water in the living room. I have to go get it.
Kind to anyone else.
If you say so. Let me know if you need anything before you go.
You better not be slacking off on your studies while I'm gone.
And risk Zoe coming after me? I value my life. In fact, I've been reading about Ted Faro. How he destroyed the world and crawled into a hole after killing those who saved it.
It definitely was a piece of work.
I'm sorry, Gigi. I didn't mean to kick you, Gigi. Alright.
I hope Zoe's not upset I'm distracting you from your training.
Yeah, I don't think you have to worry about that.
What do you mean? What happened?
Before Zoe found a way to fix the land gods, I suggested that when Gaia was fully restored, she could just make new ones.
Well, once we get Hephaestus, that's definitely a possibility.
That's what I said. But I guess there was something about my tone she didn't like. She got pretty raw. Said I didn't understand the way her tribe feels about those machines. Which is true, of course. And the last thing I'd ever want to do is dismiss their traditions. But I was trying to look at things differently. More like you know? To see a machine as just a machine.
Yeah, I guess I led you into trouble there, didn't I?
Not your fault. Don't worry.
Did you talk to Zoe after your fight?
I suffered through a few hours of glaring silence. Then she seemed to move on. Sort of. How do people do this? How do I know if the next thing I say won't blow up in my face? What if an apology is not enough next time?
You give her a stuffed animal?
You're the worst. You know that?
What makes you think I know anything about any of this? You're on your own.
Abandoning me again, huh? Well, if she kills me next time, it's on you.
Well, Beta and Gaia built the rig. Can you get everyone ready for the mission ahead?
Of course.
What is it?
Nothing. It's just that everything's about to change. We'll get Gaia, and she'll help us set things right. No more zeniths, no more derangement. It'll be a different world. I welcome it, but I wonder how the Nora will react. And the Karja, and well, everyone.
Let's just focus on fixing Gaia for now.
You're right. We've got an angry AI to take down.
Well, the Nora has always known this was coming because Aloy has been warning them for years.
If I get Omega clearance and then we grab Hephaestus, we might finally have the advantage over the Zenith.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see their faces as they stare down a bunch of charging thunder jaws.
Better them than us, for once.
Yes.
I'll be in touch if I need anything.
We'll be ready.
Because they tried to make it as realistically as possible. So everybody can be happy. They're trying to make it for everybody easy, not just one community, for everybody. And I can understand that too.
I hear you're going further west past
They're not the only ones doing that. A lot of other game companies are doing the same thing.
Only hearsay. The Utaru tell stories of an island that lies beyond the western coast. They call it the Isle of Spires.
It is said
They didn't lose a lot of money.
Towers there that touch the sky, so they could live far away from the
In fact, they've made a lot of money off this game, lots of it.
As if they didn't want to be reminded that they'd one day return to it.
Sounds like something Ted Faro would do.
Even Epic Games has gone that way, Easy, or did you not notice Fortnite?
No errand, I assume?
Of course. Any friend of Varl's is a friend of mine.
There's a lot of that going on in Fortnite. I'm surprised you didn't notice it.
You ever play that board game Aaron set up?
Strike? I'm the one who gave it to him. I was hoping it'd distract him enough to spare us that ruckus he calls death metal. No such luck.
You and Varl doing okay? Training, I mean.
We're doing fine. Although I admit it'd be nice to take a small break from studying, just the two of us. But then who'd look after Erend?
There's always Catalo.
Leave a loud Oseram with a brooding Tenakth. What could go wrong?
Oh, I've seen what could go wrong. They get into a little bit of a tussle just because they want to try each other's strength. That's why.
I've been trying to share some of my meals with Beta. Thought it might help her feel more at home. Maybe even get her to sleep up here instead of in that dark basement. She would not be moved.
I appreciate you trying.
Patience reaps the best harvest. I'm not giving up hope yet.
How much have you read on Ted Faro?
Enough to wonder how a man who worked so hard to heal the world once could let greed and pride condemn it so easily. For one's spirit to diminish in such a way, I'm not sure if I should hate him or pity him.
Okay, let's continue to the training. Then we'll do the land gods.
It looked like you were working on something over there.
With Gaia now growing in strength, I've been trying to find a way to heal the land gods, even if some people think I should give up on them.
Already said I was sorry.
Your friend thought it would be a good idea to replace the land gods with new machines when Gaia recovers.
It wasn't.
The land gods have taken care of our people for generations. They are not some broken toy to be thrown away. Even if they are just machines doing their job, to abandon them in their time of suffering seems cruel.
I'm sure Varl understands that too.
He does now. I had to get pretty mad at him at first, though.
You know I can hear you guys, right?
What, Easy?
Varl looks
Why?
focused.
He's been obsessing over the data revealed to us by Poseidon. Just the other day, we read about mountains hiding.
It's $700, I know.
Fire. If I understand correctly, Gaia said the flames they release come from the very center of the earth, like a heart beating with the life of the world.
Yes, Easy, I know. I know it's not gonna be cheap. But if I want to, if I'm gonna buy one, Easy, I might as well buy the best one, the best version, because the disc version can play almost any game. So
yes,
it can play at least almost all of Fallout 4 games, and it has a better resolution. It's got a better processor. It's got a better graphics card. It's just better all the way around.
About the land gods. What did you want me to do again?
We need to kill 2 Grimhorns and harvest their control cores. I sent their location to your focus.
Got it.
Okay, she wants me to kill 2 Grimhorns for her. That's what she wanted me.
After that,
we'll be ready.
Okay, I'm gonna go down and talk to Beta, and then I'm gonna go. Actually, you know what? Should I go talk to Gaia first or Beta first? Oh, that's a hard decision. Okay, we'll go talk to Beta first, then we'll come up and talk to Gaia. Well, she is, yes.
It let them experience.
Where's Catalo? Why? Because we destroyed ourselves? She was programmed to rebuild, not to forgive us or anything. She was programmed to rebuild what we destroyed. Oh. Alright, here's Katalo. Let's talk to Katalo because he's going to want a new arm.
Got a minute?
As many as you need.
I have to travel beyond the western coast.
To the ruins, shrouded in fog.
Yes. And I'm looking for a tribe, the Quen. I encountered them once before. They said they came from across the Great Ocean. I was hoping that Tenakth knew more about them.
There were rumors of trespassers in the area, but we thought they were just bandits. Hikaru sent out a patrol or two, but I don't recall them reporting back. We've had more pressing concerns, as you know. I'm sorry. That's all I can tell you.
It's okay. I guess I'll find out soon enough.
There is something I've been meaning
No idea. It's supposed to sound like that easy.
It's personal. If you have a moment to spare.
No idea. I didn't write the song.
What have you been up to?
Varl has asked to learn the differences between my people's clans, so I've been teaching him Tenakth history. It is heavy with blood and death, but also with honorable deeds and vanquished tyrants. Maybe you'd like to hear about it as well, when our mission is done.
I'd be honored. What do Tenakth do to relax? You know, to take a break from training?
We play strike. Your Oseram friend, Erend, is surprisingly good at it, although he has yet to beat me. It helps one think strategically, hones the mind for tactics.
Somehow that still sounds like training. Anything interesting happen while I was away?
I found an acceptable place to practice with my blade.
Oh, and where's that?
Outside, above the base. There's a nest of sunwings that are always up for a fight.
Ever thought of sparring with something that's not trying to kill you?
That would defeat the purpose of the training.
Found anything interesting during your training?
Gaia told me where to find data on how wars were waged in the old world. I knew the Ten fought against machines, much as we do now, but it seems they were among the last of their kind. Later, machines battled other machines on behalf of greedy leaders. Vied for lands and spoils. At least the Tenakth have the courage to put their lives on the line when conflicts arise.
There is nobility in that. But maybe we just need fewer conflicts in the first place.
Yes, of course. Hikaru would have it so as well.
Anything else you've been looking at with that focus?
Gaia showed me the knowledge you recovered out in the desert. I am no chaplain, but I'd be curious to test if something I read is true.
What is it?
The old ones believed one could hear the great waters, even in the middle of the desert. Carried the carcass of a water animal with you. They called them seashells.
That sounds kind of gross.
Alright.
You said there was something you wanted to talk about?
I've been
His arm.
speaking with Gaia. She mentioned that the Zeniths bind metal with flesh to make themselves stronger. I was wondering if you'd help me do the same.
You want to make yourself a new arm?
Yes. Gaia insisted to help me build such a thing if I can get the necessary data and materials. She believes these things lie in the place where Beta hid from the Zeniths.
Their ancient research lab.
I am not as familiar with old world machinery as you are. I could use your assistance.
It might be dangerous. The Zeniths probably still keep an eye on that place. We were lucky to get out of there alive the first time.
I see.
It sounds like this is worth the risk.
By the 10, we shall see it through.
Alright.
I should get going. I've got a long road ahead.
Should you need reinforcements?
I know who to call.
All
I'll
right.
call you when I'm near the Zenith lab. We'll get what you need for that new arm of yours.
Let's do his arm first, since it's probably, if I remember right, I'm not sure, but I think it was the easiest to do of the quests. We're not looking for Deca. Huh. Huh. You and what army? In other words, I don't fear you, Easy. I'm sorry. Let's just say the last time one person came up against me by himself, it didn't end well for him. So, people would definitely need an army. And think about it like this, Easy. I literally broke a pair of handcuffs in half. So, that right there alone should mean I'm dangerous. And that was without being on anything. So,
welcome back.
Hi, guys.
I don't know.
Hello, Aloy.
The cop was shocked, though. I was kind of shocked, too, because I didn't realize I'd broke them.
Beta's convinced we won't be able to capture Hephaestus. With that attitude, do you really think she'll be able to build the rig and pulse generators?
It may take some coaxing, but with some assistance, I am confident it will.
I don't get her, Gaia. She's so quick to assume we'll fail. She's nothing like what I thought she'd be. I guess it'll be best if she stays here when we go to Gemini. How's Katalo doing?
Cool.
I detect that the loss of his arm still deeply pains him.
No idea.
He has not voiced his thoughts. I may be able to assist in his recovery, should he be interested.
Really? I'm sure he will be.
No idea.
How are things around here?
Zoe has been studying the morphology of her land gods in an effort to understand their sickness. Without the abilities of Hephaestus, I am unfortunately unable to correct their programming. However, due to Zoe's perseverance, we may have a workaround.
Yeah, she filled me in. Sounds promising.
What?
Varl and Zoe seem to like spending time together.
Isn't Frieza a guy?
While studying old world data, Zoe discovered references to a dietary lifestyle known as vegetarianism.
I thought he was a guy.
The similarities with Utaru practices and encouraged
Yeah.
Varl to try out this lifestyle.
And how did that go?
I believe they have agreed to disagree.
Why does he what? Hey, Easy. Easy. You do know that lipstick wasn't originally invented for women, right?
Accustomed to use of the focus.
Lipstick wasn't originally invented for women.
What did he do?
No.
Unfortunately crushed his first focus as he
Back in the 17 and 1800s, it was originally used by rich men.
curses. I believe he
Look it up.
blamed the focus for being
Look it up.
He has given repeated assurances that it will not happen again.
Because they wanted to beautify themselves. You've never looked at any pictures of the men back then and realized, wait, why is that guy wearing lipstick?
Learning. All about you, the ancient world. Almost like what was supposed to happen.
Blush also easy. All makeup that women consider theirs today was originally invented by men, almost all of it, for men back in the 17 and 1800s.
Marl has been reviewing the last recorded
Yep.
entries from those who perished during the Pharaoh Plague. Hearing their
Anything I should be worried about?
People don't know this because they don't associate it with being old.
to intervene, to allow him to
All this data.
But back then it was even made different too. I think they used chemicals back then that they don't use now,
That other people would be looking at it.
like lead and things like that.
Observations. Errand has. He appears perplexed as it conflicts with
Lead and cyanide and other things they used to use and shit like that because they didn't know what it would do.
Is Katalo getting along with everyone?
Yes, though he prefers to spend most of the time alone. He appears to be collating data on war machine progression and significant battles during the Pharaoh Plague, to aid in the creation of a war map of Operation Enduring Victory. I believe he aims to study the tactics of old world warfare.
I'd be interested in seeing that.
It appears to be a private pastime for him. He has repeatedly declined my offers to assist his research.
So now that you have Ether, Demeter, and Poseidon, how's the biosphere looking?
In the local region, conditions have improved. Superstorms have subsided. Water sources have been purified, and soil conditions remediated. These improvements will stave off environmental collapse for a few additional months.
Well, with luck, soon you'll have Hephaestus. Then you'll be able to fix the biosphere for good, right?
Correct. I will be able to design and produce robotic agents to permanently reverse the environmental damage that has accumulated.
One thing I can't understand is why. Okay, I'm confused. So, why did they have Gaia disconnected from the system to begin with? Were they afraid that the other programs would take her over or something? They never did explain that reasoning.
It is possible he tasked his own engineers with creating a backdoor to the Zero Dawn system, without Elizabeth's knowledge. My predecessor did not even know of its existence until he activated it to purge the Apollo database. It is, in effect, a blind spot, one that will allow us to subdue Hephaestus. And fortunately, thanks to Beta's information, we know where Omega clearance may be procured.
Right. Somewhere in San Francisco. So our plan to capture Hephaestus. Let's go over it again.
As you wish. Thanks to Beta's test, we now know that Hephaestus will not respond to your Alpha clearance. Which is why you will need to procure Ted Pharaoh's Omega clearance.
Right. From his personal bunker, Thebes.
While you are gone, I will assist Beta in building the transport rig and pulse generators. When we get to Gemini, I will need to be installed on one of the facility's cores. The second core is for Hephaestus. Using Omega clearance will allow you to trap it.
And then you'll be able to absorb it.
Not quite. You will need to manually remove Hephaestus's malicious code before the merge.
How long will that take?
There are calculations I still must run, but I estimate a few hours.
And during that time, the others will create a distraction for us using the pulse generators, right?
Correct. They will each take position at a cauldron door and fire off their device. The energy surge should mask our activities until the merge is complete.
And then we'll have everything we need to defeat the Zeniths. Sounds like a plan. Gaia? What was Elizabeth like?
Her presence is interwoven with my memories. The moment I came online, she was there. We exchanged greetings, names, then set to our task. It was the first of many conversations. I enjoyed being in her company, listening to her stories. She was my creator, my guide.
Your friend.
Yes. When I reviewed the data on your focus, I was saddened to learn of her fate, though I am glad she made it home. I deeply wish she did not have to be alone.
She was okay with that. She gave all of herself. The only one who could. Thanks, Gaia. So the Hades Proving Lab, where I found the Gaia kernel. It used to be a Pharaoh research facility?
Yes. Prior to appropriation by Zero Dawn, the facility was used to engineer and test advanced computer viruses. It appears to have been one of many research initiatives by Pharaoh Automated Solutions.
Guess it wasn't enough to build automated killing machines. He wanted viruses to infect them with too. So this facility, the Regional Control Center, it was meant to oversee the terraforming system?
For the local region, yes. Had humans received their education from the Apollo database, they would have then been guided here to assume operation. As that never happened, this place remained vacant.
Until Minerva decided to come here. I found some data in one of the rooms you unlocked. It mentioned that there are still functional seed banks beneath this facility. Why is it there?
My predecessor was tasked with reconstituting the biosphere with primary and secondary plant species. Had everything gone according to plan, humans would have eventually been able to introduce tertiary species, including new crops.
Can we access them now?
Unfortunately, it will have to wait. I require control over the machines in order to access and distribute the preserved seed stock.
And for that we need Hephaestus. It's something to look into later then. So, a while back, before the battle at Meridian, I went into Banuk territory. I discovered another AI there, one not related to Zero Dawn. Cyan. It was created to oversee operations for a volcanic stabilization project, and it spent the last 1,000 years in isolation. I'm guessing you didn't know about it?
No. From the data on your focus, it seems that Cyan was cut off from the outside world, an effort by its creators to protect it from the Pharaoh plague.
Any chance it could help us now?
I have already attempted contact, with no success. Given its previous experience with accepting an outside network request, I imagine it is unwilling to do so again.
Right. Because last time Hephaestus enslaved it. Well, that's too bad. I think the two of you would have had a lot to talk about. The processor Ether was installed on was part of an ancient war museum. A memorial to something called the Hot Zone Crisis. Do you know anything about it?
My knowledge of historical events was unfortunately lost with the Apollo database. However, climate data indicates a peak in regional temperatures in the 2030s. Such conditions would see extreme, prolonged droughts, an increase in dust storms, and a loss of habitable landmass.
They wouldn't have built a museum in the middle of a wasteland. So I guess things got better eventually.
Yes. Data suggests that temperatures return to average levels in the clawback era of the 2040s.
There was an ancient tank embedded in the bulwark, buried under a bunch of boulders. Any idea how it got there?
During the Pharaoh plague, the U.S. military resumed the use of human combatants, as automated machinery was unreliable. It is possible the vehicle was part of a pre-automated war fleet.
So they fought against the Pharaoh machines in the valley. Until the mountain was blasted apart and buried them. So the facility where I recovered Demeter used to be a Pharaoh agricultural research facility. It's where they created the biomass conversion system, but also adamantine wreath. Did Elizabeth know they were working on that?
It is likely she was briefed on other efforts to combat the machine swarm, though her focus was devoted only to Zero Dawn.
That makes sense. But they actually got the wreaths to work. If they've been able to deploy it against the Pharaoh plague in time...
Using the data you recovered on the project, I ran several simulations and have concluded that it would never have worked. In all scenarios, the Pharaoh war machines would eventually hack and deactivate the wreaths before they could contain the swarm.
So Zero Dawn really was the only solution. There was a lot of data in the greenhouse facility about agriculture. Do you think it'll help the Quen fix their homeland?
I will run a query. Complete. The data contains information about novel crop production methods, which may be beneficial to the tribe in the long term.
But new crops aren't going to save the world, so I guess it's on us.
It is.
When I dove down into Vegas, I found data about the man who built the dome over the city, Stanley Chen. It turns out he was a member of Far Zenith. But if he loved Vegas so much, why did he abandon it? Why not try to save it?
The Zeniths at their core have proven to be exceptional survivalists. Faced with overwhelming odds of extinction, they chose to flee.
Even still, what he achieved. Water to the wasteland, an entire city brought back to life. 1,000 years later, the whole place was still on standby, just waiting for someone to come along and wake it up. When we were at the facility where we found Beta, there were records that said Far Zenith were researching embryogenesis. I know they traded their ectogenic chambers to Zero Dawn, but why were they researching it in the first place?
At this point, we can only speculate. Perhaps at one time they meant the Odyssey to be a colony ship, necessitating such technology. As their goals evolved over time, so did their areas of research.
So they got more selfish as the risks of staying on Earth kept rising. So Gemini has 2 data cores. I've never seen a cauldron like that. But you mentioned something about seismic activity?
When my predecessor attempted to build the cauldron, construction was disrupted by a series of earthquakes. The data core had already been built, but the rest of the facility sustained damage. So, she began again. A second core was built. However, when more tremblers occurred, she abandoned the site.
Lucky for us. Are the quakes still happening?
No, though they did also create instabilities in other facilities in the region.
So, Project Zero Dawn. The greatest minds in the world, all working to build the terraforming system while the Pharaoh plague devoured the planet. What was it like?
Personnel worked in rotations, at all hours of the day. Resources and technology were secured from across the world. Within a month of the project's conception, I was launched and began my education. Elizabeth encouraged me to spend time with the rest of the Zero Dawn staff. She said it was important to experience many personalities and perspectives to aid in my emotional development.
What were they like?
Scared, hopeful, determined. They were hurtling toward technological achievements on a scale never before attempted. I owe everything to their dedication.
So, Project Zero Dawn. The greatest minds in the world, all working to build the terraforming system while the Pharaoh Plague devoured the planet. What was it like?
Personnel worked in resource.
Okay, that one already did.
Elizabeth, she said it to aid in.
What were they like?
Scared. Achievement.
That was weird, because that one was lit up still, so...
Beta believes the Zeniths want to use the terraforming system to wipe out life on Earth. Start over, so they can build it how they want. But why? Given their technology, they could wipe out the tribes of the world by easier means. And if they're the same people who left Earth 1,000 years ago, wouldn't they want the biosphere to be as it was?
It is likely they adjusted to different planetary conditions in their colony on Sirius. They may be trying to recreate that environment here.
Turning Earth into a new Sirius. Their own personal playground. So the Zeniths are the same people who left Earth. Physically immortal. How'd they figure it out?
From what we know of Far Zenith, it is plausible that prominent geneticists and engineers were offered a place aboard the Odyssey in exchange for their expertise. Given enough time, technology, and resources, any challenge can be overcome.
Like how Minerva eventually generated the deactivation codes for the Pharaoh Plague.
Exactly.
The Zeniths. Gerard, Eric, Tilda, Verbena. Beta said they were some of the most powerful people on Earth. I think Elizabeth knew one of them. Tilda. Did she ever mention her to you?
No. Elizabeth often spoke of her work, or told stories of her mother and her childhood. If she knew this Tilda, she did not disclose it with me. What we can conclude from your and Beta's experiences is that the Zeniths are ruthless in pursuit of their goal. To protect life on Earth, they must be stopped.
The extinction signal didn't just wake Hades. It made every subordinate function self-aware. Why?
I have wondered this myself. So far as I can tell, Hades was the sole target, and the partial sentience imparted to other subordinate functions was incidental.
A signal that precise would require thorough knowledge of the system. How could the Zeniths know that?
From the records on your focus, it appears Far Zenith had an informant during the development of Zero Dawn.
Hank Shaw. He was supposed to steal a copy of the system for Far Zenith, but Elizabeth and Travis Tate caught him first.
Yes. It is likely Far Zenith acquired knowledge on the systems designed through him, despite his failure.
So from what Beta told me, I guess we can assume the Zenith's technology is powerful in all sorts of ways, right?
Yes. As your encounters with them amply demonstrate, they appear to make extensive use of robotic servitors. Further, they seem to be equipped with some kind of protective energy field that shields them from harm.
They seemed indestructible, but that weapon the rebels used stripped their shield somehow.
Throughout history, every defensive technology has eventually been defeated by an offensive counterpart. While we lack the anti-shielding weapon, were I to absorb Hephaestus and utilize it to create a large force of combat machines, no shielding could withstand such an assault indefinitely.
So there's hope.
Always.
How did you figure out that the extinction signal came from Sirius?
The key came with data on our focus, from Silent's interrogation of Hades. The duration of the signal itself, 17.22 years.
That doesn't make sense. You said that the signal took 8.6 years to arrive from Sirius. Why would the signal keep transmitting after it was received and you blew yourself up?
Because the sender didn't know that had happened until it received notice from Hades.
Which would take another 8.6 years to get back.
Correct. Only then would the sender stop broadcasting, after a total of 17.22 years. So the duration, halved, gave me the distance the signal traveled. With that in mind, I simply scanned my astronomical database for any relevant location 8.6 light years away. Because it was Far Zenith's intended destination, Sirius was the only logical source.
I should be going.
Goodbye, Aloy.
Okay, now talking to him always takes a long time. Okay, need to go down the stairs real quick.
I'd run to the hills and never look back. Come on, I'm being serious.
This way, right here. It's the gate of beta.
Hi. I'm back. What do you want to know? So do you have everything you need to build the rig and pulse generators? Gaia sent me the schematics. The designs are modest, without the capabilities of Hephaestus, but they should work. Not that it matters without a mega clearance. I'll find it. Just try to have the transport ready by the time I get back. What else can you tell me about Tilda? She liked to talk about her paintings. What about herself? Did she ever talk about her life on Earth, how she joined the Zeniths, something like that? She never said much about herself, and she hated it when I asked too many questions. But I think, back on Earth, she was an expert programmer, given that she built a data channel the other Zeniths couldn't detect. Is there anything else about her that we might be able to use to our advantage?
She was the first real person who ever bothered to speak to me. I wasn't really assessing her for strengths and weaknesses.
You said that Tilda reached out to you using a data channel?
It appeared in my training interface as another assignment. When I opened it, there were a series of intermittent glitches. I realized they formed a transpositional cipher. Instructions on how to open up a new virtual space. When I entered it, my training interface disappeared. Instead of the usual holographic teachers and files, I was in a perfect recreation of her home.
And you're sure the other Zeniths never knew about it?
To them, it looked like I was still in training. Toiling away. Alone.
So this secret virtual space looked like a house with an ocean view?
I could see whitecaps and hear waves crashing on rocks below. And there were gulls crying outside. Inside, Tilda had frames that showed off her favorite paintings, changing at intervals to match the light. There was an armchair she liked. She'd sit there and gaze outside while I looked through her things. We spent hours in that house. I never wanted to leave.
You said Tilda showed you paintings and let you access media files?
Every time we met, she showed me a new painting. I think she was Dutch. All of her favorite pieces were from their golden age in the 1600s. portraits, allegories, ships at sea. She had so many.
They didn't interest you?
I liked her media portal. It had so much more than my training interface. Clips, shows, holos. My favorite was this one called Second Time Around, about a family whose kid comes back after disappearing during the Hot Zone crisis.
Right, but did this portal have anything about the Zeniths themselves? Anything we could use?
No. Any information about them was redacted.
So, aside from Varl and Gaia, who else have you been talking to?
Zoe told me how you met after your escape from the Hades Proving Lab. I had no idea you were severely injured. If the Zeniths had killed you, life on Earth would be doomed. My escape would have been for nothing.
But they didn't kill me. And thanks to Varl and Zoe, I was able to recover. You said you and Varl talk sometimes. What about?
He told me about your tribe, the Nora, and the proving ritual you did. I told him if I was born into the tribe, I'd never be able to do the proving.
It does require a lot of physical training, but there are plenty of other roles besides being a hunter.
I don't think I'd be suited for any of them.
Well, I guess it's a good thing you're not a Nora, then. It's time for me to go. I'll check on you later.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, that is her room.
Looks like I can open that door now. What was this room for, Gaia?
This was intended as a diagnostic center to monitor machine activity in the repair bay below. It appears most of the equipment was damaged, likely from Minerva's control of this facility.
Yeah, she did try really hard to keep me out. Looks like this device connects to that console, but it needs power. The vault.
I've got to be more careful.
I found a log.
Jensen almost caught onto my plan while we were going over the diagnostic center specs. I've got nothing against the rest of the team. It's just... I'm sure they've all got family they're gonna meet up with in Elysium. But me? I couldn't even bury August. There is nothing of him left besides my memories. I won't let those blink out of existence too. The vault's for us, no one else. 11 more weeks before we lock the blueprints. Then the rest will be up to Gaia.
Okay, I don't remember how to get into the vault. I think it's downstairs somewhere. Let's go this way. 'Cause I don't... I think it's through one of these corridors. Maybe this one? Nope, that one leads outside. Okay, let's go back the other way. That one? Nope, that one leads outside too.
There's the rain. I could smell it coming.
Was not supposed to fall. Okay, where is that stupid blue mat? The heck? Interesting. Interesting, there's a grapple point showing up right there under the water. Alright. Dang it.
Here I come. Not getting back in that way.
Well, I wasn't going back in that way anyway. I was going across here for this. Right here.
Steady there.
Alright. This one... Yep, that's Catello's arm. That's where we're going. Yep. He'll meet us there. Are there any places nearby to get... What's that? Gotta make a detour here. Make a detour. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's the way I think it is. There's going to be a creature hiding in the cave. So, we'll gonna set a trap. There. Nope. There we go. Alright, now we go. We go. One. Two. 3. Okay.
Won't be long before the plasma explodes.
He's like, who attacked me? Who attacked me? I'm gonna get you. Who attacked me? Come on, ugly. Come on, ugly. Come on. Walk right. Yes. Yes. Good kitty. Kitty gonna go boom in a minute. Just stay there, cat. Don't come near me. Go on. Hurry up, go boom. That one just doesn't want to die, does he?
Okay, better.
What are you doing, Aloy? Idiot. Ow. What are you doing? Turn around, you idiot. Back up top, jeez. Ravagers. Alright. Into the Ravager cave and loot it.
Maybe I can trade this green shine.
Scan the area. Make sure no loot left. Key. Come on, girl. Let's see how you're damaged first. Let's see if I can kill you first. Yep, we're gonna fix you. Right up. Why is it not repairing? There we go. That was weird. It was registering as being repaired, but it wasn't repairing it. Alright. Let's see where the nearest one of our bases is so we can stop and get some food real quick before we go on out. Let's go here and unlock this settlement over here. Then we'll head to our area the next time around. Go unlock this settlement. If we have time before 3, we'll head over to the other area. Can't fast travel since we don't have any of this stuff unlocked, so. But it says there's a village over here, so we will go see which one it is. Oh, gotta go around. Your brother's over there. Oh, crap. Okay, we're going over. Gotta avoid all the other birds. Sheet. Okay, there's a campfire down below. Okay, campfire is unlocked. Now we'll fly over here to this camp. Because we can get food at any of the camps, so that's no biggie. We'll land up top. moment I'm playing Horizon, but here pretty soon I'll be playing something else. Not sure what yet. Okay, food. You're the dyer or are you the chef? I think you're the dyer. Yeah, you're the dyer.
This is your opportunity to buy fine goods, Outlander.
Yep. Not interested at the moment, lady. Unless you're the cook. Okay, where is the chef? You're not the chef, but you'll do for now.
You wanted to speak to me?
The name's Zorka. Have you heard from up north? From Bleeding Mark?
I'm guessing that's a place.
One of the desert's villages. They send their yield of ash blood so the Bereka over there can mark the skin of our soldiers. But it's been a long time since the last supply run. Too long.
If you think something happened to them, can't you send someone to go check?
Were it up to me. But the capital's already dealing with machines, storms, and strict water rations. No one can be spared.
You mentioned the village up north sent some supplies to the capital. Ash blood?
It's a crimson stone that we grind into powder for our ink. Bleeding Mark has the last supply. Our soldiers there gather and deliver it to us, in exchange for their water rations.
Die for water.
Everyone in the clan depends on the wound in the sand for their water. Capital and outlying village alike. But the last delivery of ash blood was weeks ago. Our supply is running low. So must be their water.
If I'm out that way, I can look in on the village.
You have my thanks. That's Bleeding Mark. Ask for Kentok.
Okay, let's see. It says trade. Let's see who's got
Something
trade.
else, Outlander? My face paint will strike fear in your enemy.
Oh, his face paint. Oh. Thought I already had. I do already have face paint on. Okay, we'll just keep the face paint we've got.
Get going.
And I have inks to prepare.
All right. Okay, clothing. Where's the cook? Where is the cook?
Hey, it's a Karo's champion.
Yeah, and it's a mud of war.
Good use of this.
Food. There we go.
Trade is welcome, Outlander.
Alright, let's see what recipes he's got that we can get. Okay. Let's see. Let's buy these two. Two of those. One of those. And the one wings of the 10. Alright. We're done.
Your paint will speak for you.
Alright, we bought food. Let's go. Now, in order to call back the bird, we have to get outside the... Oh, do we have enough ammo?
Your enemy is mine.
Welcome, party.
Crap, that was the wrong thing. Did it remove? Oh, okay, we just moved them around. It wasn't supposed to put the food in that place. It was supposed to put my stupid, leave my sunwing alone. Instead, it moved the food around. Great. And I ate the food instead of waiting until I needed to eat it. Thank you, game. You're so generous with my food. Really, I did not have it on the food. Why'd you switch to the food? I wanted it left on the Sunwing. You had to go and switch it though, didn't you? Make me eat the food and waste the food. Got the food for fighting, but you ain't make me waste it, didn't you? Oh, we can fix it where we didn't waste it. We can go fight Giant Snake Boy down below. We can go fight Mr. Cobra. That would be a not of a waste of it, wouldn't it? Oh, we got a long ways to fly, 800 meters. I don't really want to fight a Cobra. We have half an hour left, so let's fly on. What a waste of food. What a waste of food.
This must be the village Zoka was talking about. Looks like the whole place flooded. Maybe from recent storm. Wonder if anyone made it out. Let's check around the shore.
Mr. Easy, why are you listening to California Knows How to Party? Really? Because that's not what it sounds like. Oh. Oh, okay. That's funny.
Catalo said we'd Hey, Catalo? I'm at the Zenith lab. Ready to come over?
I'm on my way.
So it's a ripoff of California.
I appreciate you meeting me here.
I'm happy to help. Did Gaia mention where exactly in the Zenith lab we'd find what you need?
She mentioned the chamber where you found Beta, and the database that lies within. She said it'll help us find the knowledge and components I require to build a new arm.
At least we know where to look. We will have to be quick about it, in case the Zeniths are watching.
Understood.
Catalo wants a fight, so if the Zeniths are watching, let him come watch. He'll kick their butts.
The lab's up this way.
Yeah, how are you going to climb with one arm, Catalo? Well, he's doing it.
You okay?
I got this.
Machines. We're scrapping the specters for parts.
Should we dispose of them?
Or we can sneak past them.
Where's your Doma?
Your choice.
What, Lucky?
Save these for when I need it.
Okay. Need to scan. See how many bots exactly. I think there should only be 3. Can't mark the Apex Walker, or did I? Yeah, I was able to. Okay. My bot is confused. Okay, we've got a watcher, a walker, and a scrapper. There's a weapon over there. It's a stalker dart. That would come in really handy. But I have an even better idea. We just got new ammo. Let me scan this one here. Versus weak versus... Okay, so plasma will do damage against him, but he's more weak against frost weapons, I guess you could say. A little bit back, Aloy. Alright, we're safe. Okay, let's go spinning wheel. Let's go spinning wheel to him.
Battle it is.
No! No! Katalo, stay! Katalo! Really, Katalo? Katalo! Where's the gun at? Where's the gun? Where's the gun? Fudge! Can't find the stupid gun. No! Wow. Why is it the gun was there 1 minute and then when I went looking for it, it was gone? That's just... And they killed me too quickly. I have the settings on the medium. It should not be killing me that quickly. Alright, let's see.
Or we can sneak past them.
Okay, there's the dart.
Your choice.
Alright. Yeah, we're not sneaking past them. Really?
The anime did this?
Hard to believe, but yeah.
I was like, why aren't my heels working? Could leave him and let him fight him when he comes back, you know. Oh shit! Time to run. Nope. How did it come down in here? It's not supposed to be able to come down in the cauldron. It's never been able to come in the cauldron before. Okay, we ain't gonna make it past this very far. Let's see if we can at least get down. Well, okay, we're down here to get his hand. The game literally brought us in down here when it killed us. So. Alright. Let's go get him his hand, because then he can combat them as the way he wants. So. pretty sure we're gonna have to fight some specters though, no matter what.
Enemies up ahead.
Great. What are you doing? My controller, I swear, this stupid thing is broken. How is it? They've never been able to get in this section of the warehouse before? Wow. Okay, I'll deal with them my way. Give me a minute. When we come back, give me a minute. I know how to deal with them. Alright. Let's scan them. Why is it not going to let me scan them?
Enemies up ahead.
I'm stuck. How did it kill me? It didn't even touch me. Alright. We're going to go ahead and back it on up and stop it here, I guess, because I have to make enough ammo to take those things out. And it's very unusual that I die that many times, but okay. Game wants to play games with me, but okay. Alright. Let's try a little bit different here. What the? Weird. Okay, not connecting there, are we? Okay, it's not connecting, period. Lucky, please stop that. It's pissing me off. I hate it when you do that shit. Acting like he's shitting himself.
Enemies up ahead.
I'm fine, Twisted. I'm fine.
Damn it!
We better get a move on. The room we found Beta in is up ahead.
Lead the way.
Was that both of them or just one of them? Oh, I guess it was both of them. Okay, phew. Had to damage myself in the process, but I got them that time. Alright. Now comes the reclamation of my weapons here. Give me a minute. Can't latch onto that one. I'm fine, Twisted. I'm fine. Okay. Let me make some more ammo here. In fact, just to be safe, it's probably going to break. Let's see if I can do this. Not what I wanted. I don't know why you keep switching my weapons on me, game. Oh, that's normal. I'm always yelling about something. Hello, you're in my way, buddy. Okay.
It's about to get loud.
For the fallen marshal! Come on!
How is it? My weapons didn't hurt it, but it could hurt me. That is very stupid. It was literally in range of my shots each time. The shots should have damaged it. They didn't. From the not damage it, the game must be glitching. I don't remember one being down in this level, so when I was in here. So one being here is very odd, to say the least.
We're here. Now we just need to find a way to access the database Guy was talking about.
Varl mentioned you found Beta in one of those pods. I would hate to be locked up inside such a thing. There's barely room to breathe.
Well, Beta locked herself in there, so... But she did that to save herself because she was trying to hide. But, you know... They need to loot because they need more ammo and more supplies real quick. Because things are gonna happen like they always do. Not so loud, Mr. Easy, not so loud. You're gonna blow out poor Trek's eardrums. think that's all of them. Alright. Alright. Nope, that was not what I meant to do. Wait, what was the... Hold on. Okay, we're doing Catalo's quest, so... Okay, the notebook. Huh.
I think I found what we're looking for.
Let's hope it holds the answers we seek.
I'll download the database to your focus, so you can search through it later.
What about the components?
It should be somewhere on the... Spectres!
For the fallen marshal!
Crap. I wasn't ready. I was taking a drink of water, game. Why'd you do this, Kimmy?
Now's my chance!
Try plasma on it!
Don't have plasma.
Are you still breathing?
No, he killed me. Will help your Catalo.
Hit it there again!
What are you doing? Really? Alright, I'm gonna have to stop it here for now, guys. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna head and stop this one here. Like, subscribe, notification, and I will be back online in a few minutes. Everybody take care, please stay safe, and I shall see you guys back here soon. Bye, everybody.
Spectres!